Well, good evening, people. Welcome back to Tim's RC Surgery on what's pretty much a Halloween evening, or near enough anyway. As per title, after watching Claire's RC yesterday, my intentions had been last night to paint this Ford Supervan for my MST drift car, but I got sucked into watching the live stream and a few comments, and good fun was had, so I decided I would give the painting a go myself live. But that's the Supervan there. Looking forward to getting it on the track. If I do get it painted and stickered up, it will be going on the track this Wednesday night at Raceway Drift. So let me just see, I can't reach over the table here, see if I can see if there's anybody on. I'm not sure how you get the chats on here. We've got 3 people in. If you're on, say hello there, and maybe I'll have to check my phone here and see if there's anything happening. But somebody comment someday, see if I can see it coming up on the screen. Because I might have to press a few buttons here on the old iPad. Oh, Steve Atkinson, evening. Just a pity my eyesight's not that good. It's going to be hard for me to read that, so I'm going to have to look on the phone here. And try and get the comments through that. Albeit this is awkward for me. I'm useless at these live streams, but here's me, Ivan. Hello Ivan, how's it form? So yeah, just having a wee glass of wine, and not so fancy wine glass. What are you guys at tonight? Anything interesting? Apart from sitting on YouTube, going to watch me make a mess of this shell here. And I do have an airbrush, but I couldn't find the leads and stuff for it, so I'm going to have to use the good old Tamiya rattle cans. And it's going, in case you haven't already seen, it's going the martini colours. So I'm sure if you look up the Ford Supervan, the 1969 one, you'll see what it's going to look like. So we're going to go with the blue first, and then just remove the masking, and we'll just go white over the whole lot. So we'll see what it's like. I was going to get this thing professionally painted, but you know what, it's an RC car, it's paint, who cares what it looks like? Not as if I'm sitting on it, it's not a show car. So let's get these cans up, open the door, turn the camera around here, and let's see how we go. Let's see, how do I flip the camera around here? I thought I was going to have an assistant tonight. I thought I was going to have my wife to read the comments for me, but she reneged and decided that she wouldn't do it, and she's just left it up to me. So I'll get the first coat on here anyway, and not ideal conditions. I don't know if you guys are like me, but just seriously impatient. But I'll try and do this one the way you're supposed to do it, with light coats to start with. So I'll let that sit and dry a second, and we'll give it another coat. Even if you're still on, how was the racing today? Let me know. Spray tins aren't great, sure they're not. They don't give you the same fine mist. Maybe you should have done it blue and green. We've got 10 people on. Let's see how you get the chats in this thing here. Oh, here we go, here we go. Right, I'm nice. I wasn't getting any comments, I'm seeing them now. You get first and Truggy, I haven't braille done. Take your time, and you had a good day. Yes, Steve, I'll try and take my time. That's one thing I never do, is take my time doing this sort of thing. I usually just rush it. It's like all the bodies. Like this one here that I use in the Mugen. I trimmed it and painted it inside like 2 hours or something like that. But yeah, anyway. We'll see. Are you going this week, Steve? Are you? Is it on? Have you any idea? Have you heard? I have no idea if it's on or not. What have you been up to? Oh, here we were out today. There was about 7 of us went out today with the crawlers. So we've got another video coming up during the week whenever I get time to edit it. Pop along. How you doing? Thank you very much, and I like your channel too. I love watching the racing. You guys say you're going to be doing a bit of touring around the country. Do you think you'll make it over to Northern Ireland, or are you just doing the mainland? That'll be fantastic to see us over here if you could ever make it over. Likewise, I wouldn't mind getting across the pond to you guys too. If it's on, you'll be there. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to getting there myself. I can't wait to try and get this thing sorted out. I'm going to have to try and widen these rear wheels. See, I'll turn it down. You can't even see the thing. I'm going to have to try and widen the rear wheels in this whenever. I can't set the body on at the minute, obviously because of it masked up. But when I set it on, there's probably about 3 or 4 mil each side in the back. I need to bring these out. But these wheels are adjustable. I think from 6 mil offset or something like that to 12 mil. At the minute they're 10, so I can get 2 mil each side. It's probably the best I can do. I had a look at it and I don't see any way to lengthen the lower rear arm, which is what I need to do. But we'll deal with that. Maybe I'll have to get Lee to make me up wee spacers for the rear wheels. What's easy to do? I don't know. I was thinking of getting maybe bigger hexes or something like that. If it's something you can do just to set the wheels out to the side, I don't know. The fronts I should be able to do. I have spacers and I can adjust the turnbuckles to get them sitting out a bit more, but it definitely needs to fill the arches. And if I had any other drifters on there ever, leave me a comment. This thing so lacks in power. I'm trying to get, I've had to try grippy tires to get the thing to actually go, but it's the FXX, so it's the front wheel drive, and we had it on the scales just before we left the club the other night, and it's nearly 50-50 weight distribution, whereas most of the guys run them a whole lot heavier at the back. So I have a couple of batteries taped on the back end there. I don't know if you can see them or not, to try and give it a bit of weight, but I think I'm going to try something else this week. Put the body on it and have a bit of lead there, so I'll try and weight it down a bit at the back end to try and make it go a bit better. I also have tyres ordered for it, and the mate Lee that I bought this off says he has internal gears for the diff to try and speed it up a bit, so we're going to try that as well. So, right, have I been patient enough? Have I waited enough time to do a second coat? Let me know. What do you reckon? I just want to blast this on thick like and get it done. But let's see. Oh, do you know what I need? Let's get another glass. This will be some job by the time I get it finished. Oh, and don't forget, if any of you guys watching don't already know, I have a website running called Random Competitions, where I usually have all sorts of RC things. whether it be cars, tools, parts, case, £500 case to give away the other day as well on it. So go check out random competitions and get yourself a ticket. At the minute there's a big SCX6 up for grabs. It finishes at the end of November, but if I can sell another, I think it's 47 tickets, I'll end it early and we'll just do the draw and get it out to somebody. So that's a plan for that too. I've slowed down a wee bit on doing the competitions. I used to have 1 or 2 each week, but they just weren't selling out and it was costing me a fortune. So I've tried to slow it down, but the only thing is, you've entered for the SCX6. Good man, thank you very much. Do you know what? I think it's a good thing to enter for, because even if you don't want it, the price of those things on eBay second hand, and this thing is like brand new. They're sort of, I think the cheapest one you can get is £900 second hand. So even if you wanted to sell it, you can get yourself £900 cash. So it's got to be well worth a punt at $5.99 per ticket. That's what I think anyway. So, do you know what? I'm going to give this another coat because I can't wait anymore. So let me flip the camera around. I'll give this a shake and I'll give it another coat here. I'll see you guys in a second. A lot of swapping about with phones and things here. Oh, you want to drive it? I don't blame you. You should have been out with us today, even if you want to just come up someday just for a laugh, just to see what's what. You can have a go at any time. Most of the guys there always have some form of, oh, what is going on? I need to clean this here. Some form of spare rig. You just give us a nozzle away, but it must be clogged a bit. That nozzle isn't spraying the best, but we'll just go with it anyway. That really ain't spraying. We'll have to try and clear that out a minute. Bear with me, guys. Try a bit of brake cleaner. I'm certainly not built for painting. I'm just way too, there we go now, just way too impatient. I don't know if any of you watched Claire's RC's last night, but it was quite funny. Ian and Claire were painting the body and everybody was chirping in, do this, do that, and I made a silly comment and just says, touch it and see if it's dry, and it left a big frigging fingerprint, and Claire had to rip it out of Ian's hands and clean it all off and start again herself with the airbrush. Right, let's let that sit for a second. Hello, Yuka. Let's flip this camera around again and we'll let this dry for a second. I really do need an assistant to do this here for me. There's where we're at now. Still pretty transparent, but do you know what's hard about this here? See the angles of the dangles in there? It's hard to get all the wee crevices. And see if you're going to back this colour. Would you back it with white? Or would you back it with a darker colour or silver? What would you do? Let me know. I was just, because the rest of it's going white, I was just going to let that dry and then just go over the rest of it with white. Just because, I don't know, that's what I was going to do. I thought it might brighten up the blue a wee bit, but let me know, folks, what do you think? Did you back that with white, or what else have we got? We've got greens, blues, oranges, I've got black, yellow, purple, all over in the corner there. I think you can see them maybe just over in the corner. By the way, there's I think somewhere on the screen there's super chat. If any of you just want to donate maybe £1,000 or something like that, feel free. I don't mind. I gladly take it. So I say just go into the bottom right hand corner, hit super chat, and just say not too much, £1,000, £1,500, something like that. I'd be more than happy to have that. So that'll keep me going for a couple of days in RC stuff. So only joking, by the way, because I don't want you to go and get 1,500 quid. I really wonder, should I get my wife to come out here? She'll not come on camera, but should I try and get her to come out? Hardcore RC. £1p a month. Hey, do you know what? It all adds up. If I had my 1,000 subscribers to give me 1p a month, I'd be happy enough with that. Rory Burnside, trust you, dude. What makes you think this is Buckfast? Seriously, that could be Ribena. It could be anything. It could be a fine red wine. Or it could be both, who knows. You're just right, Hardcore RC. Look after the pennies and the pounds look after themselves. That is a good thing to go by, 100%, but unfortunately, me, oh man, I am just absolutely useless. I do great maybe for a week or two, and then I make a mistake of tonic wine. Yes, made by the Benedictine monks of Buckfast Abbey. So, no, I make a mistake of going into an RC shop and just having a look about, and next thing I get the once and just stuff ends up coming home with me. It's just what happens. So hence the YouTube channel. I say I know there's plenty, the likes of Rory there that's commented some of the stuff that he does with his FTX. What's the latest one you have? The Fury 2 or something like that. See what he can make. Those crawlers, they wouldn't, Rory, don't be offended. They're not what I would class as high end, but do you know what? They really surprise me every time. We went up mountains, and Rory took his FTX up, and I just thought, what was it, the Canyon or something? I can't remember what you took up, and I thought, there's no way that rig's going to make it up. Do you know what? There was 3 of us, out of maybe about 10 of us that started, there's only 3 of us that made, and I think there was the FTX, there was the Gladiator, and there was the Vanquish. They were the only 3 that made it to the very top. And truth be told, it was the Texan. The Texan went. And truth be told, what was Rory, maybe 15 feet from the top, my motor burnt out. Well, I thought it burnt out. It just overheated and started smoking, so I actually had to carry it the last 15 feet to the top of Binion. But made it the whole way back down. That very rig there. If you haven't watched it, go watch that. The video's on back about a year ago now. So it was the Phoenix went up. That's right. Rory, was a fantastic day today. Unfortunately, I succumbed to that whole 1 hour change thing, and my iPhone never updated, and I was up there at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock. So that actually would have suited you, dude. But stay tuned. We'll have a mountain trail planned for next week. Maybe next Sunday morning if you're up for it. I think Gary is going to organise something, so we'll maybe not finalise it until Saturday to see what the weather's like, but we're planning on doing a mountain run, and hopefully I'm going to take the big 6 up the mountain, and I'm hoping that if you ever hear of a thing on Facebook called Small and Sound, they do, well, they're not so much foams, but they're the 3D printed foams for the SCX wheels. I have a set of them coming, so I'm looking forward to trying them out. So 100% up for that, Rory. Brilliant. Well, keep an eye on it and put it in the diary for Sunday morning. Weather permitting, we're going to do a mountain run. Obviously, it's not going to be a massive one. I think it's maybe 2 miles up, 2 miles back, and there's a chance that you might have done it again. It's that one, what did he call it? OTT, OT, or something like that. You maybe know more than me, maybe you've done it before, I don't know, but they're talking about OT Car Park, and then heading up to somewhere called Broad or something like that. I've no idea, but apparently it's a handy one. So Down, yes, 100% Down, that's it, yep. So they're heading up Down. Have you done that one before, Rory, have you? Maybe a bit of a delay in these comments here, just waiting to see, but I haven't. The only one I've done was Binion, so I'm looking forward to something a wee bit handier. But and this time I'll bring a packed lunch with me, because every time I go out, everybody laughs. We stop for lunch and I just sort of look and give people the puppy dog eyes and eat all their lunch on them. So I'll have to bring something with me this time. But guys, stay tuned for that. Who knows, if I can, we'll go live or check out Rory's Instagram. Is it RC's Trailed Outside? I'm sure you'll get updates and pictures on that. So guys, is this ready for another coat yet? What do you lick it? How do you test it? How do you test these things? Do you just go for it? Or do you I know, I'll get my tin, I'll shake my tin for a minute. That's what I'll do. And I'll clean my nozzle, because you can't have a dirty nozzle. So you can't. Spot a brake cleaner and clean your nozzle. So what are you going to take with you if you go on Sunday, Rory? I'm going to take the big 6, because I think that will be class up the mountain. I think we'll have Johnny G, potentially, Gary, myself, you, and I don't know if anybody else is going to land in, but the Outback Fury 2.0, do you know what, that is a lovely rig, and seeing you using yours around the lead mines and stuff, I don't know how much they are compared to those things up there, but they're definitely a real contender. Yeah, that would be a good idea to clear the nozzle. You know, you'd think I'd never done stuff like this before. I was a motor mechanic for 20 years, and I've actually sprayed cars and done everything. I know you wouldn't think it, but see, doing this stuff when you're on live on YouTube, and I'm sure you can tell by the way I'm talking, I'm all nervous and jittery and don't like it, and hate seeing my face and hearing my voice. So to do this for me is something totally out of the ordinary. So yeah. Yeah, well here, Rory, we'll maybe need to put it out there, because whenever we decided to do that, it's whenever we were going, and there was only myself, Gary, Johnny J and Andy can't go. He has football or something to go to. So right, I'm going to give this another coat, so bear with me to flip the camera around and we'll give it another wee spray here. Right, we're back at the door. Let's see if the can works. And it does. I think this is the most time I've ever taken over spraying anything before in a puff. It's not like spraying a full-blown car. You try and watch the paint run and stuff. That's always my biggest issue. Always laying the paint on too thick. It's all the wee crevices and the wee hinges. I can see right through them. There's like, I don't know how I'm going to get them. Let's see if I can. I'll not go too much. Matthew Allen, doing very good. Thanks, buddy. Let me flip this camera around again and we'll let this dry. And you say hold it upside down. I'm scared of the pressure going out, but we'll. Cans upside down, sprayed, nozzle cleared. That's Yuka. I think I've got your name right. Let me flip the camera around again. Oh no, not spent the bottle. That ain't good. Any of you guys use an air gun or a spray gun or whatever you call them? Oh, I seen the spot there, didn't I? An airbrush, that's what you call them, an airbrush. I'd like to get an airbrush. I have a DeVilbiss airbrush in the house that I bought my wife. My wife's an artist. We bought them years and years ago, and she was painting motorbike helmets and stuff like that. And we moved house, got picked up in the roof space, and I went and crawled through the eaves of the house last night, got the airbrush down, and there's just so many bits missing, so I give up. Just going to have to go and get another airbrush at some point in time. So I believe those either DeVilbiss, if they still do them, or Iwata or Ottawa or something like that, or maybe a good one to go for. So any recommendations on a airbrush, let me know. It's the hinges. See these wee tiny hinges in here? You might not be able to see it, but I can see it. The camera probably doesn't show it up, but I can see through them clear. I don't know how I would get paint into there. I'm sure whenever I back it in white it's going to turn up, so maybe you should back it in black and then white. I don't know, what do you do? What would you back it with? Let me know. Well, I think that's going to look nice. I think that colour of blue is going to match the darker colour of blue. It should do, shouldn't it? Can't wait to get this out. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm not worried. You might see a few bleed marks coming in here, but I've left that in such a way that, if this was the right sticker, is it? That sticker goes on there, so it'll cover, you know, you're not actually going to see the mark. Does that make sense? That's the plan anyway. Liquid mask. I use liquid mask too. I have a Kraken spray gun. It isn't an airbrush, but I do have a Kraken spray gun. It's like a mini spray gun. I put that through it and I just spray it, and would use it for the more intricate stuff. But again, I hadn't time. I just wanted to get this thing painted, and I used to be more patient. See, whenever I just had one RC car to look after, it was treated like a baby. And whenever I was finished racing, I come home, I pulled it apart one night. The next night I come out and cleaned everything, and if it needed anything, you ordered it, and everything was like new for the next weekend. But I'd give it a break for about 15 years, and went to go and start at the local club maybe 2 years ago now, and made the mistake of bringing Ellie with me, and she says, I want to go, so I had to let her race my car the very next day, and I was expecting her to bounce off everything and crash and do whatever else, but I should have known better. I had her with I think her first car's still down there somewhere. It was a wee FTX as well, like a wee monster truck, and she had been playing with RC cars when she was no age. She went straight onto the track and finished middle of the pack, along with some seasoned guys that have been racing her, so she done fantastic. So now if I buy a car, I have to buy one for her as well, and just trying to look after everything, and it's difficult. So L&L, yes, that's an L&L body. It actually feels alright. I know a few people have had the L&L bodies and says they're quite flimsy and stuff, but it's not the thickest shell, and yes, I wouldn't like to bash with it, but I'm hoping it'll not be under too much abuse with a drift car, so it should be pretty easy on it. Fingers crossed anyway. Do you ever fancy drifting, Rory? You should take a nip down some Wednesday evening. Come down this Wednesday evening if you want and take a rip round. It's quite a chilled out, relaxed atmosphere. I'm sure you've seen the videos. Some of the time, some of the guys don't even get the cars out. They just sit and talk crap all night. So, you're more than welcome. Come down and have a rip. See what you think of it. And then go straight out and buy yourself a drift car and join us every Wednesday night. See? Method in the madness. It wasn't expensive either. I think it was only maybe, was it 35 quid or something like that? But I don't know, I just love the shape of it. I was either go for this or go for a Mark II Escort or a twin cam Corolla, but sure, everybody does Mark II Escorts, twin cam Corollas. I actually like the body that I'm using on it at the minute. This is one that Lee painted. It's not too often you see a Mustang as a drift car, and I think it's pretty cool actually. So Lee did say if I paint that he wants it back again, but I don't think he's going to get it back. Although, see, whenever you feel that shell compared to that, that one feels a lot more tough, but maybe it's with the extra paint and he's all the edges taped up, I don't know. But it definitely feels a bit more superior. Oh, and don't forget, also, whenever I get time, I've got this TT02 up on the, or will be going up on the competition website, so yes, guys, that's nice to see that you're all talking amongst each other there too. That's fantastic. In case you guys, well, you just won't know me because I probably come across as very mundane and stupid, or not stupid, sensible. I don't know. Rory, do I come across as sensible on here? Rory will tell you I am not sensible. I'm the biggest idiot, but I just sort of find it hard to loosen up in front of the camera. Usually I would have the tunes playing and bopping about like an idiot, but as you know, you're not allowed tunes playing, so I just have to sit here and talk nonsense. Hopefully the YouTube channel I'll grow a bit more, and when I do these live streams I'll get a wee bit more banter, and ideally I'd like to get my wife Heather out because she's always good for a giggle. Rory will tell you, there was one time here I was doing a demonstration of how to fix a LiPo battery, and I've done it, what, dozen times, cut open a LiPo pack and resolder on the wires. That's how I fix all my packs, no problem. But sorry, just reading a comment. You have you want to go TT02 racing? The RS 500, that's fantastic. You have a TT02, Rory, don't you? But it's on a Tuesday evening. I don't know, if you want to come up some Tuesday evening, sure, jump in the car with me and we'll take a nip down to Renix just for one evening. I haven't actually got one of my own yet. That one's there that I used is only for the competition site, but you know what, it's a bit of cheap racing, so if you want to come down and see what it's about, I say there's no problem, jump in the car with me and we'll go down. But anyway, I went to do a live stream of how to repair a battery, and I think it was only going a matter of minutes, and I managed to poke the Stanley knife through the side of the light bulb. It was flames everywhere, so well, it was smoke everywhere, not so much flames, and my wife was sitting in the corner and she just went in the stitches. The two dogs were there, the two golden retrievers. I threw the LiPo battery outside to stop the place going on fire, and the dogs seen me throwing something. Anytime I throw things, the dogs go after it. The dogs went out to pick up the LiPo battery when it was going on fire, and it was just total chaos. But go back in the videos and you'll see that somewhere. Said planned it to be maybe a half an hour long live stream, and I think it lasted 5 minutes before it just ended up in tears. So yeah. Oh, Sensible. Me, always. Yes, you know it, Rory. Do I owe you money for commenting like this? Is that I actually don't know. Is that sarcasm, or are you trying to maybe uh, paint me in a brighter light than what you actually should? I don't know. I don't know. Do I owe you for that comment? Or are you taking the piss out of me? Trying to figure. I don't know. I'll figure that out in a minute or two. Have I talked long enough yet? Is it time to put another coat of paint on? It really is like watching paint dry, isn't it? It's all the wee bits that keep missing. See the likes of here, the lines, where you can see the lines in the body. The underside of that line, it sort of sits in on itself. It's at an angle, so I need to get the paint up underneath that, and I don't know how to do it. I think if you had a wee tiny airbrush, you'd be able to get into all those wee bits, but with a spray tin, I just can't get at it. You'll take payments and TTO2 tickets. Well, I tell you what, Rory, you advertise my random competitions Facebook page, our website, on your, I don't know if you have Facebook. If you haven't, go do it on your Instagram, and I'll give you a free ticket for the TTO2. How does that sound? No, there's fireworks just outside. They just keep going off. And there's not much I can do about that. Sorry about that. I could close the door, but I'll probably end up in more of a state than I already am after my bottle and a half of wine here. So, no, I can't exactly turn the volume down on the fireworks, unfortunately. Maybe a bad night to do a live stream with the door open. But, you know what, I gotta do another coat. No, it's on the stream. Apologies, dude, I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. And I'm actually very fortunate. Up until a few years ago, our dogs were terrified of fireworks, and the ones that were terrified have now died of fright with fireworks. And we have two golden retrievers, and they're two idiots. They sit out and look up at the sky and watch, and they're just not feared with them at all. So it's like a war zone, yeah. But it's like that anyway, sure, that's what it's like. So, right. Let me put another coat on this here. I'm going to try and see if I can get all the wee intricate bits that I have missed. So I'll flip the camera around again. Not that there's much to see, but I'll flip it around. How many coats do you do of this thing? Is that still too opaque at the minute? What's that, 3 coats? How many do you do? Flip the old camera. Yeah. Right, let's try and get these. See, when I come out here, that's the light, whatever way it is in the light, it looks actually dead on. But try and get all the edge bits first that are hard to get. Try and get this hard to hold this upside. My goodness, it really is like a war zone. We're in it. There's some cracker ones going off. Sorry, this is my concentrating face. That's a biggie. Coat until the tin is empty. Like, Rory. I know you're just taking the piss. Seriously, how many coats? Oh, I forgot to do the actual roof. Forgot to do the roof. Too busy doing the sides and forgot about the roof. Tin's nearly empty. Oh, how many have I got? 9 people. 9 guys. Thank you very much for joining in. I don't know whether 9 people have been here from the start, or whether there's people joining in and out. Oh, that wee hinge is a bit weak. I don't know how I'm going to get the hinge. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it sits. Can you see the hinge? It's quite pronounced. It's hard to get paint into there. I think that's looking pretty darn good. What colour? White or black? Rory, you're sending me WhatsApp messages. I don't know how to do that. Let me see if I can. How can I do this here? But then I not get comments. I'll look at that in a minute, Rory. Do you know what? I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to go one more coat. But I mean, what? Come on, you guys have done this before. Black, white. What colour? White, I think would make it pop. But I do think if I go white, you're going to see white poking through the hinges and stuff. Would you worry about that, or would you just go for it? I don't know. I might do black. White. Oh, I just said I might do black and Rory puts white. Okay. Well, then that'll be easy. That'll just be a case of just doing white over everything. So, I was looking at a tin of white paint earlier on from somebody, but I managed to find a half a tin and a full tin, so I'll have plenty of white. And then what? After the white, just go over the whole lot with black, just to give it an extra layer of protection. And would you bother doing that shoe thing and scrim tape or drywall tape, whatever you call it? I don't think I've got any paint bled through to where the white has to go. Do you like that air dryer? Would it be better to put a heat gun on it or something? No, we're missing Ian and Claire from Claire's RCs. They come on after the abuse I gave them last night. I thought they might have popped their heads in and said hello, so who knows, maybe they come on yet. I highly doubt it because they're big time and I'm just that low me, but we'll see. It would be nice if they poke their head in and just says hello. But glass is empty. Have to do this again here. You have a half tin. What's that of white? I should have enough white. I have a 10.5 of white. Hopefully that'll be enough to do it. That was only a half a tin of blue. So I'll focus on doing, when I'm doing the white, I'll focus on doing the front bit first to make sure I get coverage there, and then I can go over the whole lot lightly with white and or whatever I have there. So a load of tins in the corner there, and I've some upstairs as well, drying in the house now, or nice and warm in the house, so I could use them as well. Rory, you're welcome. If you're at nothing, you're welcome to come down. Come on down, say hello. You can look after the comments and stuff there. and you can earn your £2 ticket for the Tamiya TT02. So you're only 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away. Jump on the motorbike and come down, just dodge the bullets and the bombs outside there, and you might be alright, who knows. Any of you guys have dogs that are tortured? Rory, it's okay. I know you have a face. Do you know what you actually do? You're right when you say you have a perfect face for radio. But Rory, do you know what? Look at mine. I'm on here. I know you're all sitting laughing at me, but come on. And in fact, you've been on before. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go and find a picture of you and put it on the thumbnail, and then you don't have to worry. Everybody will know what you look like anyway. But you want to come down, come down. You can sit on the sofa and just be my sidekick. You don't have to show your face. So say if you want, come on down. You're welcome. Many of you on now, 10 people, only 5, how comes 10 watching, only 5 likes? How can you not like this? You gotta hit that like button, surely. What is there not to like? I mean, if you're looking at me, and you're looking at a messy garage in the background, with a slanty Tim's RC surgery sign, what is there not to like? A lighting kit? Hadn't thought about it, no. Probably why I'm painting over the lights and stuff. I've got stickers, I've got light stickers. You know me, I don't go for all that carry on, I'm just... Here's what I have here. There's my lighting kit. What do you think of that? Is that up to your standards, Rory? They'll stick on the outside, it'll be dead on. Don't need lights, you're not sitting in it. Although, I do appreciate that you guys all put your lights and stuff in, and they do look well. And I do like Lee's rigs with all his lights and stuff on it, but nah, just not my cup of tea. Couldn't be. I just don't have the time or the interest or the patience to sit and wire it all in. As I say, if I was only had one drift car and I wanted to sit and take a week over it, I would do it. But see, between work, call outs, YouTube, competition websites, editing videos, it's just not enough hours in the day. I hardly get time to sleep, and then I'm supposed to walk dogs and family life too. It's just too hard to do it all. Basic? Well, sure, that's what I'm known as, Basic Tim, surely. Well, you want to come down and sort the lights out, come down. You can do a tutorial how to wire in lights. If you got a light kit, bring it with you. What time is it now? I don't know, it doesn't say the time anywhere. Must be, 9:15. So you'll be down here for 9 o'clock. Come on down. Call in. I've got tea bags, I'll make you a cup of tea. You might even see Heather in the way and she'll make you a sandwich. How long do you leave us between coats? Has that been about an hour from the last coat? I'm trying to see. Found another bit that's quite light. Maybe that's just the paint. I suppose it is a bit opaque, isn't it? It's not like a car. You don't have to paint it. You can't see through it. It doesn't need to be like that. Sure, it doesn't. Once there's something in behind it, it'll be dead on. And once the stickers go on it, I think that goes down something like that. And the front white, so it should look sweet. I'm just too impatient. What do? One more coat? I think that's all's left in that one more coat. I will. You know what? You're right, Rory. I'll just use the tin until it's empty. Anyway, any of you other guys do drifting? Ellie wants a drift car, but I don't know what to get her. I do like this, and I'm committed to it. but this one I'm stuck with. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm stuck with the front motor and rear wheel drive. I think Lee has one there that you can change, and it's an FXX. No, it's not. It's an MST RMX, which means it can be rear motor or mid motor. And I think that the mid motor configuration is quite possibly the best for balance. So I might get her the mid motor one. If Steve's still on there, I think he runs the Yokomo, and that thing is sweet. Lee also has the Oniseki. I don't know, there's so much to choose from, but I think the RMX, the MST RMX, is the one I'd maybe go for. Aye. Guys, you might need to bear with me a minute here. I nip the little boy's room. I'm not going to turn the camera around for it. I think I might get taken off YouTube. But I'm going to have to touch this. Do you touch it to test it? Hardcore RC, you know what? I really appreciate that, because see, the more view time, the better it is for me. So you go and get your shower and leave that on. I would really, really appreciate it. And whenever you pop back out of the shower, who knows? I've only got a little bit of blue paint left. Once that's done, I'll take this masking tape off, and then it's going to go white. So hopefully we'll get to see what it looks like. Hopefully I'll get this finished tonight. Might not get the stickers on. I might just leave that to do on my own, because put the stickers on live, I'd just make an absolute mess of it. Unless, Rory, you want to come down and do it. But guys, bear with me. I'm going to have to nip the little boy's room. I'll leave you looking at that. Sure, look at that for, let's see, look at that there for a screensaver when I nip out. These wee things don't hold much. Bear with me. Back in a second. Back again, coming now. That's where I need a sidekick. I need a sidekick that can take over during the interlude. Right. Take your can. This is going to be the last blue. So once this dries, tape's coming off, and we're going to go white. So bear with. I know it's been a long live stream. What's that, an hour already? Sorry guys. But I don't know, how long should it take to paint the van? Let me flip the camera around. Last coat of blue. I'm going to try and get all these stupid dodgy wee bits like in here. That's hard, see, with all these creases. Can't forget the roof. Is it good to breathe this stuff in? I think that's it. Going to call that a day with the blue. We'll let that dry. And then we'll go white. Let me flip these around again, guys. That's as much blue as that is getting. So I'll let that dry for 30 seconds and then we'll peel the tape off. I have a heater, but it's quite noisy. These tins are cold. Would you guys mind a bit of heater noise in the background here while I warm these up? Would it be annoying? I suppose it can't be any more annoying than me anyway, can it really? Do you know what, I'm going to fire it up and heat this tin up. Let's see, I'll flip the camera around again. You didn't know I'd got heat in here, Rory, from the last time, did you? It is noisy, mind you. And it's a bit fumey once it starts up. It's like a wee diesel heater, or paraffin heater. It's certainly overkill. I'll let you see it. That thing's overkill for in here, but it'll let me heat up these tins. Just something I've always done is heat the tins up. Did you ever do that? It just gets cold out here. It's different if you're inside or in a workshop, it's always warm. I don't think I've seen anybody donate that £1,000 yet or £1,500 yet. Feel free. Well, that heater's absolutely potent. How long would you leave that before you take the tape off? Just until that paint's dry? 5 minutes enough? And we'll go ahead with that the white paint then. There's another 30 seconds and I'll turn the heater off. Just melt my face here. Right, back again. I think we just need to talk nonsense for a minute here. How many people have we got on? Oh, we've got eight people on and 8 likes. Sure, that's good. We're nearly an hour on the live stream. I wonder is that my longest live stream? Who knows? Who's still on? Let me know who's still on. Say hello, folks. Let me know who's on. Something just wants me to put that in front of the heater to heat it up. I don't think that's a good idea. So if I was going to buy another RC car, What would you buy next? What would you go for? Or what videos would you like to see? I do have, see if I can hang this up here. Up above here, that is I bought that as a Techno monster truck, and fitted, as soon as I bought it, I fitted the longer chassis on it. So I still have the brand new monster truck chassis, which is so much shorter. I think it's the same length as a short course truck. I might change the chassis on that, and there's a bit of a skate park close by, and go and do a bit of bicycling. I'd have to buy another monster truck body, which I don't know what I would buy, and maybe have to do another live stream of painting that. That Techno will actually run in 6S, so I could put the monster truck body, run it on 6S, and just go and see, is it really Techno tough, and go and base the life out of it. But is that something you'd like to see? Me just wreck a Techno? What's that, a Tamiya King Power? I don't even know what that is. We're going to have a look. I'm not up on the Tamiya stuff. That PT02 is the first Tamiya that I ever built, and I have to say, I know that's probably the poor man's Tamiya, but I just wasn't impressed with it at all. I used all those high-end rigs, not all that plastic stuff and wood screws. Is that another plastic kit and wood screw thing? Maybe I just need to give Tamiya's another go, but just didn't see my cup of tea. But some of the guys saying the MO1s and MO2s are a wee bit better, so what's on this weekend? Ulster Model Car Clubs this weekend. I might be taking a nip up there on Saturday. A truck like one from Smoky in the, like a semi-truck, like an articulated truck. Is that what you mean? I'd like the Fall Guy truck, that's what I would like, a big pickup. I just want to pick this stuff off. Well, that feels tacky. I'm going to have to leave that for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a long time in a live stream to talk nonsense. Now that would be good, an articulated truck. But sure, what can you do with it? Can you do big jumps with it? Because you know me, I just want to do jumps with it. Did you ever see my homemade trailer? I think you've seen it, Rory. Let's see if it's in here. I've never actually, this thing here, I made this trailer in a flatbed to bring with me, and I can actually tow it behind, can you see it there? It tows behind that. That's what I used to tow that behind, and Rory will tell you, I strapped this thing to my back and hiked up what I believe is the second largest mountain in Northern Ireland with a backpack with this strapped to my back. What an absolute idiot. Who does that? Who walks up a mountain with a trailer strapped to their back? I don't know, me apparently. But I'll maybe do that. I'll maybe do a bit of a video with the trailer on the back of the Gladiator with the drift car Transit on the back of it, and who knows, maybe that trailer will make an appearance this week along with the Gladiator, who knows. You'll fit a light kit to it, right? Yes, that would be fantastic. Yeah, if you're going to fit lights to a truck, it has to have like loads of lights, and all the ones all around the truck and stuff there, like the Coca-Cola truck for Christmas. It would need to be like that. So, well, what videos do you? 8 people on. It says there's 8 people on here at the minute. Is that just 8 people that are actually watching now, or is that just 8 people maximum? If you're on and you're watching, give me a thumbs up or say hi or do something. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and if you've watched the channel before. Are you new to the channel? What videos do you like to watch? You see, 7 bots and you. That's fine, but what are the bots' names? I just want to know what the bots' names are. You know, and have the bots watched before? I just need to know who they are and how many times they've watched before and what videos do they want to see. So it certainly does seem like you, Rory, but because literally all the comments are from, why do you not just come down? It'd be easier to come down and we could like talk together, and then I could turn the camera around and show people your radio face. You'd have been here by now. And I wouldn't have to be just making as much of a plunker of myself. Can I start taking this off yet? I have a notion I might have went a bit exuberant with the paint. I went too thick with the last coat. Because if it was thinner it would have dried by now, wouldn't it? Do you know what? Ian and Claire from Claire's RC, fair dues to do a live stream painting a body. Although in saying that, this has went every bit as good as our one last night. I'm sort of thinking green matches it. Did I take this tape off? Okay, you know, Rory, you know me, I did not need to hear that more than once. Right. Where do we start? I think I'll start here and try and keep the backing on. Oh, I've got a message popped up there. Mark Nelson. That's if you ever watch my drift videos, he is Raceway Drifts professional. He's the guy that put, I'm ripping off all the backy stuff off that. He's the guy that put my drift car on the setup station and set it up. He's watching on the TV, so he can't actually comment. So he sent me a message to let me know that he's watching. So maybe I forgot about that. Maybe people are watching and they physically can't comment because they're not watching on an iPad or an iPhone, or an iPhone. So Rory, not all bots watching. I might have to put a bit of protective tape over the outside of this here, because whatever way I've taped this up, it's peeling the protective film. Off the outside of it here as well. And I want it to be all nice and shiny, I don't want it to be dull. Is this as exciting, watching somebody peel masking tape off live on YouTube, as it is for me? Oh, I really am lifting all the protective film off. Right, let's try to not mess this up. There was no Spence expired with this tape traces the multi-surface frog tape. I actually do have fancy tapes up there for masking, but I just didn't have the patience. Do I need to clean this body now? Again? With some form of thinners? Or are you alright to paint over where that frog tape was stuck? Oh, forgot. I thought that black mark was paint bleed through, but it's not. That's on the outside. Looking good. What I will do is protect the outside. It's gripping. The tape's gripping, or the oh no, I'm with you now. Yes, it's is this the best you've TV you've watched or entertainment you've watched all weekend, Rory? Or is it the only entertainment you've watched all weekend? As I say, the protective film has come off in some places, so I'll just stick this on to help protect the body from overspray. I have a fancy new hobby knife somewhere. What is it in here? Oh, it is. Get to use my new hobby knife and trim around the edges here. That'll be gripping, Rory. You'll like that. You're bound to like that. I actually can't believe, I'm disappointed you didn't come down. I thought you would have come down. And if Heather knows you're watching and didn't come down, she'll be disappointed too that you didn't show your face, even if it is a face for radio. You always know what to say, Rory, don't you? Do you know what? Let's thin the blood a little. It'll make for interesting viewing. I'd like to say for most of you, you'll not be watching this live. It'll be, I don't know if you'd call it a repeat or what, but the probably 8 people that's viewed it is probably the most people that will view it anyway, so believe it or not, although Rory might not class me as a friend, but I class Rory as a friend. Although you wouldn't think it to read his comments. But I'm looking forward to commenting on Rory's Instagram page, which if you're new here, go and check it out and leave him a nice comment and tell him how nasty he's been to me. That is RC's Trailed Outside. And you'll know it's him because you'll see all the FTX stuff, because he is an FTX fanboy. And rightly so, because, and again, no disrespect, Rory, I would have classed them as a budget brand until I met you and seen what they were capable of. And to be honest, if I'd buy another crawler, I'd probably buy an FTX, because they've got the scale looks down, they've got the backup, they've got the parts, and they have the what's the word? Not adaptability. What's that? Upgrades, and get all the upgrades and stuff for them. So I think that covers all the bits that I've ripped off, apart from here. Good news is the paint field's dry, so we're about ready to go with the white paint. Let me get this scalpel open. What could go wrong? Rory, you be the judge. Should I pour another glass of wine before I attempt to work with sharp blades? What? There's only 7 people, one person's dropped off. How could you drop off? I'm about to work with a sharp blade. How could you drop off? And it's going to get exciting. I'm going to shake a tin. Right. I'll have another glass of vino. Let's get this knife open and liven up the live stream. Can you hear my seat squeaking? I'm gonna have to oil my seat. It squeaks pretty much like the Axial SCX6. Right, let's see if I can. $37. I actually don't know how I'm going to do this, Rory. Potentially cutting through the Lexan here. Ow! Ow! No jokes. You know what? Maybe you don't need to worry about that. I'll just leave it there, will I? Rory, would you like to come down and participate in some tonic wine drinking? Harry Pearson. Harry, you better not have been watching this whole time and only commenting now, because I'll find out where you live and come and see you after I finish this glass of tonic wine in a taxi. And if you've only joined, thanks for joining. I'm only an old fella. I'm still a cub. I'm only 33. That's the likes of Rory's an old fella. Well, I'm clearly not going to race the e-buggy now because bad MCC's just had its last race. But no, I have full intentions of getting back to it. This thing here, the Mugen, needs built up again and needs sorted out. So no, I'll be back at it again next year. I just have had other things to do with the competition website. Alright, do you ever go and check out my random competitions page? Go and buy yourself a ticket for that Axial SCX6 or the snowball competition. You could win 500 quid. Go and get yourself a ticket. That's only £2 a ticket, unless you're giving off to me here. Go buy it. Go and do something useful. Right guys, we're going white. Time for the white. Let me shake me can. Lossy again. Here's a Lossy for you here. The prehistoric Lossy. I raced this car 15 years ago. Look at the dust still on that. That thing there. Done me proud. It's stinking. It's dusty. But that's a wee minter. I don't even think that's a 2.0. I think that's the original Lossy 8. That could make a comeback if I thought I could get bits for it. Yes, good old Lossy. Is it a 2.0? I'm not sure if it's a 2.0 or the original Lossy yet. I can't remember. Anyway, right. Let's get some white down. You know the drill, but now I'm going to have to flip the camera around. Let's go for a I'll make sure our window masks are all pressed down, isn't that right? Do you know what? It'll be grand. That is the 2.0. Right, let's go some white. This is where I'll get to see if I didn't get any blue paint on. Oof, stinks. Oh, upside down for Yuka. He says spread upside down. Swap the old camera back. It's starting to look like something now. Let's see. Hard to see with the green tape, but you can, and that black line is drawn on the outside. It's looking like it might take some sort of shape tonight. Can't wait to see it done. I don't know whether I could actually bore you guys long enough to put stickers on it. Brad was doing 40-second laps. That was a short track, surely. Obviously you had a short track, didn't it? That wasn't a long track. Where's the... Before I injure myself, remember, lid thing. Perfecto. Such a squeaky seat. Any of you guys like Turkish Delights? Right, well sure, you're posting 40-second lap, sure, it's only a short lap. I could probably do it in 30 seconds if I had been there. 40 seconds. I thought that was the big track or something. I was going to be nearly impressed for a second there. You tell Brad I was nearly impressed for a second. Definitely need more people here during a live stream. And you're yes, in my dreams, I know. It's all down to tire choice. It's nothing to do with driver. It's purely tire choice, and the fact that I have a Mugen and it's probably the fastest car there. You know, I would have took. See, if I'd have been racing this year, I'd have had him. You know, I would have. Is there any white showing through her hinges? Not too bad. No, I don't see any white poking through the hinges, do you? Who done? You done a 39.8? You who are you trying to kid? Wouldn't have had you. I don't forget, I've walked, you've been on my videos, you can't even walk, never mind drive a car around. I've seen you walk across the track and go on your ass. No way you could drive a car around there. You forget I've seen you. You're at your work. What about the motorbike? Still got the motorbike? Any drifty people on here? What tires are the grippiest for carpet? I hear you. I bought these DS Racing Triple F0 Mark III thinking they were supposed to be the grippiest tyre ever, and they're really slippy. The Mark IIs are grippier. Our drift car's class, look how clean they stay. That looks like a brand new fresh build. Oh, not anymore, that I've dropped it. Get the new gearbox. Did you forget how to change gears and you wrecked it? Is that what happened? Nothing else it could have been. Was that a Honda too? A Repsol Honda. It was a Repsol Honda. You must have thought you were Johnny Ray on the back roads, were you? Or Mark Marquez, or whatever you call him. I used to race bikes, you know. Let me see if I can find you. We'll see we see this here. Do you see this? That's me there. Number 65. Look, all those people behind me. And before you said no, they weren't coming round to lap me. That's me. Fastest man in the world. How did you just blow up a gearbox? You can't just blow up a gearbox. Ask Rory if he's still on there. You obviously done something wrong. You downshifted, you went from like 6th and just went bap, 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 down in the 2nd gear or something and locked up, too much grip. What did you do? You didn't change the oil. You done something wrong. You didn't just blow. Number 65. No, I have a connection to number 65. And it's to do with the millions that I have in the bank. That's all. That's just purely it. When I was 18. Don't have it now, but that's what I had. 65 million in the bank. That's where 65 comes from. If you look, I think it's on this too. Where are we? There. You see it? 65. That was from my Honda CRF 250 that I built. A CR250 two-stroke, nice wee bike. I used to actually restore and race classic bikes. Oh, I always loved bikes, but mum and dad never into bikes. I had to wait till I was 18 and go and buy, what was the first bike I bought? Would have been a Bultaco Sherpa, 350 Sherpa, trials bike, and bought it, and it's quite funny, taught Heather to ride the motorbike on the beach. A rocket, yeah. And then I moved from the, what did I go from then? I could probably show you it, but do you want me to, I don't know if the live stream would still work. I could, if you bear with me, I could probably take you down to the garage and show it. It's down in the garage. It is a 2005 SY250 Scorpio. It has the Yamaha 250 two-stroke engine in it. They're basically bulletproof. So yeah, I'm gonna try and, I'm not gonna do a full restoration, but I will, if I can ever get the time. I'm gonna rev this place out. I'm gonna get rid of this table that I'm sitting at, and I'm gonna bring it in. And first thing I'm going to do is strip it down, pull the oil and fuel, clean the fuel lines, clean the carb, and see if I can get the thing started. If the thing starts and runs, I'll take it for a wee run without the plastics and stuff on it. And if it's running and running good, I mean as in like working, I'll then pull the barrel off it and maybe get her board and new piston and rings and then we'll strip her right down. I actually have a picture somewhere, maybe put them up sometime. Ellie used to come out whenever she was a wee tote. I can see her bedroom window from here, and her mum used to put her to bed, and I used to look up, and there she was, the curtains open and looking out at me, out here taking the motorbikes apart. And I used to just go, come on, and she snuck down the stairs and come out, and she's in her wee onesie, and I had her with the spanners working away, and she helped me strip the bultacos and stuff down to the bare frame. Got the frames powder coated, got new spokes, laced the wheels myself, and just rebuilt them from the ground up again. I love doing that. And then I went out and raced them, and that's what the picture was of me racing all the restored bikes. So it had trials bikes. I bought a 250 2-stroke Beta, which was a nightmare. It had wild problems with ignition. I bought a 250 gas, which is an old one. I can't remember what it was. I'm sure I could see pictures of it somewhere. And then I got my first brand new motorbike, which was a 280 gas. That thing was an absolute beast. That was good. And do you know what? I actually started to get good on the trials bike. It actually hopped in the back wheel from rock to rock to rock, and then it just sort of give it up for a while. Glenn, my son, he was actually junior Ulster trials champion at a point. We actually found some of his trophies and stuff last night, and then he got into his teenage years and interested in girls and road bikes and cars and stuff, and he gave up the trials. And that's actually his bike. I bought the one I'm going to restore is his. He doesn't know I'm going to restore it yet, but I'm going to restore it for him and give it back to him, and hopefully he'll get back into it again. So then I went back into RC cars and sort of give up the bikes for a while, and then get back into motorbike racing and started doing classic motocross and enduros and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. I've always been a petrol head, but how do I find out? Where do I touch here? That feels dry, right? Where's my paint? Over there. We'll swap this round and we'll give this another quick coat of white. The white seems to go on a lot better than the blue. I nearly lifted the blue paint instead of the white paint. You know, set that out of the road. That would be good, wouldn't it? I had the blue paint sitting just beside me. I nearly lifted the blue paint and sprayed it over that again. Right, let's try and get the oddball bits here. Oh, the wind's blowing the paint away. Try and get the awkward parts here. I bet this is exciting for you guys to watch, isn't it? That white's recovering really, really good. I didn't think the white would cover just so good. Right, Harry, thanks for checking in anyway, and you get back to your work, and I'm sure I'll see you again sometime. I don't know many coats of white to do. I can see where the blue speckled through in places. That shows up the imperfections. If you look closely on the white down here, I don't know if I'll show up in camera, you can see wee speckles of blue. But I think by the time I put my stickers on it, you'll not notice. It'll be grand. I think I might just let this dry, do one more coat of white, and then we'll pull the tape off it and see what it looks like. Or do you back the white with something? Do I back the white? Do you back it with silver? Do you back it with black? What do you do? Do you back this as well? Let me know, guys. What do you do with this? What have we got? Oh, of 11 people. Let me know. Who are you? Say hello in the comments. There's a few people that can't. There's somebody has messaged me privately and said that they can't actually comment because they're watching on TV. I have no idea what the live stream will be like on TV. This is through the backwards facing camera on my iPad. Never done this before. Let me know. How's the quality? How's the sound? I've never actually went live like this before. How's the stream quality? Is it breaking up? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. I actually got sucked in watching myself there. You haven't ever backed white? So just do one more coat of white and let it be. See, I've just used with doing the 8th bodies. I always backed everything. But what I probably would have got was, see, after that had dried, I would have went through it with, for full scale cars, stone chip, but it would have made the bodies heavy, but it would have helped it a bit. That was before the days of anybody said use shoe glue and scrim tape. I do have scrim tape or drywall tape up there, and I bought a big tube of shoe glue, but I looked for it last night. I have absolutely no idea where it went. My wife brought me a packet of nuts and then took them inside with her, but no, she didn't leave me. Fries, Turkish delight. What about that, guys? That's a love it or hate it thing there, isn't it? Back it with a coat of silver. Let me see if I've got silver. I do have some silver. So, right, well then, this live stream is coming to an end, but how long's 99 minutes? My goodness, that's nearly been 2 hours on. But I want to do one more coat of white, and then we'll back it with silver. And oh, look, we have dog hairs and everything stuck. That's the result in it. That's different. We'll give us a few minutes to dry. One more coat of white. Then we'll do some silver. And then we'll pull the tape off it. If you're brave enough to stay to the end, that's just fantastic. Thank you, guys. Who knows? Mrs. S might actually make an appearance. I'm going to have a bit of chocolate. My wife can't stand that. I think it's class. Because normally, anything I have, she takes some. I don't get to get it. So that's the only reason I get things like this, so she can't steal them on me. That was good. Can't go hungry on a live stream, so you can't. I'm so impatient, I just want to paint that now. What do you think? Hard to tell. But it really should, it should liven it up a bit. Oh, move this out of the road. It should liven it up a bit once that goes sort of there. And then there is big stripe for the top bonnet or hood for you American guys, and the back door, and of course never be complete without a number 69. And a few other stickers just to liven it up a bit, but I don't think I'll bore you guys putting all the decals on tonight, but we will get this painted and get the outer film off it and the window stickers off it by the end of this live stream. Fingers crossed anyway. That white's real tacky. Would use a bit of heat on that. Should I light the fire again? Try and dry that a bit more. Or let me know, should I just end this live stream now, seeing as this has just got to dry, because you've been on here for nearly 2 hours, and all I really have to do now is just spray some more white paint on it and put a few stickers on it. Let me know, will I end the live stream and come on tomorrow night for a half an hour and let to see the end product? Or do you want to hang on, seeing you've stuck around so long, and see the final coat? Rory, you're the only ones really probably still on there. Let me know. Do you want to wait and see it all finished, or will I end it now and post a few pictures or go on live tomorrow night and let you see the finished product? Gary McCurry, I have a hairdryer. Well, it's better than a hairdryer. It's a big flipping blazing fire in the corner there. I could do it, but Rory wants me to end the live stream. Gary, have you any interest in hanging on for, let's face it could be another hour by the time I let this paint dry, and you're literally going to listen to me waffling crap and watching paint dry? Or do you want to come on tomorrow night and see the finished product? I'm going to let Tamiya RC cars and buggies and trucks. Rory, behave now, behave. Just because you were blessed with a head of hair, but you know, I could wear my wig. I do have a wig, or I could put a hat on. But you know what? Hair's overrated. Who wants a head of hair? It means you have to get it cut all the time and stuff. Right. Who have we got? Gary and Tamiya RC buggies, cars and trucks. Hello, dude. You guys have just joined. We've been on for nearly 2 hours. I've had this painted. We're just backing it in white at the minute. If you haven't seen it from the start, it's going the martini colours. Is this the right one? This is kind of what it's going to sort of look like. No, it's not actually. It's going actually there like that. Have you any interest in hanging about for another hour while I wait for paint to dry and give it another coat? Gary, it didn't go over my head. You've only joined in. Rory has been giving me abuse all night. I know exactly what he's saying. About no need for a hairdryer. It's like water off a duck's back now. And also, Gary, if you've just joined, I'm like a bottle and a half of wine in here, so no, I've actually stopped listening to Rory. I'm just actually comments. It says ended. Are you talking about my life or are you talking about the live stream? What do you mean, Rory? Be more specific. Gary, let me know. You here for the long haul? Do you want to see us finished? I just keep the live stream going just for you. Or will I end it? You can come back tomorrow night. And see if you're just here, Gary. Go onto my website, Random Competitions, get yourself a ticket for that Axial SCX6. Even if you don't want it, sell it for 800 or 900 quid if you win it. Go and get yourself a ticket. I need to sell 47 more tickets and then I can end the competition early. So go get yourself a ticket. And even if you don't get it, go onto your Facebook page or Instagram or whatever and share it and tell people to go and buy a ticket. Let's try and get this one sold out. This is a recipe for disaster. We'll have to fill another glass here. What you guys probably don't know, you know what, I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you how good I was at RC racing and stuff, but you probably don't want to hear about that. You just know. Why is nobody commenting? Let me know. You're going to hang about and watch this till it's done. Cheap digs. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to light the fire here and try and heat this up a bit. That's what I'm going to do. Bear with. You know it gets noisy. Bear with it. Still here, just lighting the Inferno. And that's not the Kyosho Inferno. I have to waft some fumes out. The Inferno is roaring. If you haven't seen the Inferno, there's it there. I'll heat this up from the back side here. Hopefully it'll help dry it. It's nice to get a bit of heat. Probably should, I don't know, probably that any painters all watching this will be going, what are you doing? Don't heat it. That should be a nice amount of heat there. I can't wait to see us going around the track. I've actually only ever seen one more drift van on YouTube, so I just wanted something different. I was going to mean a Mark II Escort would be my favourite car. I actually said years ago to Ellie I thought would be in a bigger house with a few more power about us, and I was going to buy an old Mark II Escort, and me and Ellie were going to restore it, and it was going to be her car when she was 17, but it just didn't happen. Maybe it will someday, who knows. But I didn't want to just go out and buy a Mark II Escort because it's so predictable. The other thing is the twin cam Corollas, the AE86s. I actually had a few of them in the day, back in the day, doing a bit of drifting. I didn't want to do that because everybody just expects that. Skylines, everybody has them. And I'm into the retro stuff, and I think it was Rory. I hate to admit it. Rory put me on to the Supervan on his Instagram post, says anybody up for one of these, and I seen it and I thought I have to have it. To be fair, Rory, if you're still there, I can't remember if you said it was L&L that was going to do them or it was somewhere else, but whenever I looked online, the only place I could see was L&L that done them, so I ended up buying it, and here it is. So looking forward to getting it onto the track. What I think I need to do now is see Lee. I think Lee is going to print me a couple of mounts so they can magnetic mount the body onto the drift car, and we're going to see this going around the track. Hopefully this week in the Martini livery. Well, that actually might need to be hot for that. Let's hope heat off that. You did say it was L&L. Were you actually speaking to him and got him to do the run or something? Because I think you had said that he was only going to do it if a couple of people, maybe 4 or 5 people were interested. Probably should have bought two of them, seeing as we're going to make a mess of this one. I'm going to turn this off a second. The fan runs for a wee bit, just to cool down the ceramic plate in this, so I'll just let the air blow around it and hopefully try and dry it. The white paint still feels quite tacky. I might have to leave this for a while and come back again and just finish it later on. And if I do, I'll come on live tomorrow night and let you see it finished, just for a wee 10 or 15 minute update, because I think it's been long enough. What do you think? I think I'm going to call it a night, because I don't want to rush the paint job any more than it is. I want this white paint to have a chance to dry before I do another coat, because it just end up lifting. Rory has already said end it. We have a few people dropping off already. So give me a thumbs up or let me know, just say end it, and I'll close this off now. If I get more than 3 people saying they want me to finish it, I'll stay on. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys have to say. Right, we've got one ended. Come on, who else is there? Gary and Mr. Tamiya, RC Buggies and Trucks. End it or keep it going. Let me know. Come on, we need 2 more votes. Show them of 7 people on there. Surely somebody can vote. Right, I'm giving you 20 more seconds. In fact, I'll give you this fan stops running here, and if nobody's made the decision, I'm just going to end it, because it's been long enough for me rambling absolute nonsense tonight. Yeah, that white paint's tacky. That could probably be another half an hour trying to dry that. But look, starting to look good. I'll have all the painting done tonight. Let it dry tomorrow. By tomorrow evening, I'll be putting the stickers on it. So keep an eye out for a short live stream tomorrow evening. And all being well, you get to see it in the Martini livery. and then I have to try and mount it before Wednesday. That's the fan off. Nobody else has said end it, but I think I'm going to do it myself. Right, guys, if you have stuck this long and you just can't comment, thanks very much for joining. Rory, one more thing, if you're still there, how's the stream been? Has it been good enough quality? Has the sound been okay? What is it? What even? Rory, my glasses can't even see. What is that? Is that a moth? A bat? A dinosaur? I don't know. What, a turd? I don't know. What is that? I don't know. I can't see that. That's maybe wasted me. Anyway, let me know. Was that a good enough stream quality wise? I don't mean the content. I'm sure the content was cake. Good picture and sound. Okay. Right. Well, no point in me rushing this and throwing another coat of paint on. I'm going to end the live stream here. If you're just new, don't forget, go check out random competitions. At the minute, I have an SCX6 crawler, which is like the world's largest production RC crawler up for grabs. There's a snowball competition of like £800 prize fund, and there will be this Tamiya TT02 coming up very shortly, once I get a minute or two to get it going. So go check out random competitions, help support me, help support the channel, and help support my website by buying a ticket. And make sure and come back, stay tuned tomorrow night. I'd say probably 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'll go live and hopefully let you see this transit body finished. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow evening, all being well anyway. Alright, appreciate it folks. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching guys.